Hello everyone, this is Daniel, and I have something to say about LGBTQ, whatever it is, and this is what I'm going to say. It's God never changes, and, God is more real to me than anything else. Just saying, I made that in another video, but I'm saying that, well, LGBTQ is really against God's standards, I hope you know, because you see it in the Bible. So why don't you, basically say to yourselves, why am I doing this? Isn't this the move of the devil? Isn't this a portal done by television and done by computer and done by cell phone? Not only that, it's, portals can be done by anything, like, a drawing or anything like that. It's just sad that, many of these people are rather choosing themselves over Jesus, So if they'd rather choose Jesus than any other created being, then that's good. If they rather, again, if they only choose themselves over Jesus, if they choose the world over Jesus, or if they choose, anyone else over Jesus, that's sad, because if it's all about being gay, what about Jesus? Is he really left in the background? Is he really left to do, are you putting him in the trunk? Are you putting him in the trunk? Or are you just going to accept that Jesus is alive and he's going to be the driver of your life, other than putting him in the trunk? Jesus is really the most important being in the whole entire universe. He is the one that created it. He loves you he created you to love you. He created everything to love them. But if they reject him, then he's going to separate his love from you. And in hell, you still have the option to do whatever you want in your mind, but you still hate God for wherever he is, because you rejected him, You either reject him at death, or you reject him now. But really, you should choose him now, because, you could die you could die right now, hemorrhage or anything like that. You could die suddenly, you don't even realize it. You could die of a heart attack, you could die of a heart exploding, you could have a brain hemorrhage, and you could die. Just remember what Jesus says to you right now, okay? Because, Jesus is more real to me than anything else. So why am I telling you this? To wake you up, because Jesus is the most important being of all, like I said before. So if you don't really accept that Jesus is real to you, well, let me just say it this way. The cross, everyone knows about the cross. That everyone that has heard about Christianity has heard about the cross. They believe that the cross has happened, by whatever evidence they choose to actually read it, Anyone that reads the Bible will know that the cross exists. Everyone does, Everyone that reads the Bible will know that the cross exists. Everyone's been taught the Bible. Even the Muslims know about the Bible. Even the Jewish people know about the Bible. The Buddhists have heard about it because they don't like them. So, if you heard about the cross and you know that the cross basically saves everyone who is perishing, then why did you choose to accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior? Call out to him. Anyone that calls out to Jesus and calls Jesus by his name and calls Jesus' name to accept him as your Lord and Savior, then who are you? Then basically, who are you now? You're saved, yes. On the other hand, if you reject him, if you say I'm better than that, if you say that you're better than anyone else, if you say that you're so good that you don't need the cross, that you can basically save yourself, then you're rejecting Jesus. And another way you can tell that you're not saved is you really choose someone else, like being gay with someone else, or your husband or your family more than Jesus, and you're really not part of Jesus. You're no longer going to accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior, but choose everyone else over Jesus, he's going to have a talk with you, so one time or another, maybe after death. He's going to say, why would you not accept me as your Lord and Savior? And another reason why you don't like Jesus is you rather have riches. Your riches are better than Jesus. So, my simple answer to salvation is accepting Jesus as your Lord and Savior. And not only that, it's just believing. By believing, you just accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior. And that just all you have to do is believe, and by accepting Jesus as your Lord and Savior, by admitting you have sinned, really that's saving grace. Now, let me go back to being gay. Not literally saying that, but being gay is something that is harmful to the children, harmful to yourself. And if you really think about it, again, if a female changes her hormones and gets the uterus cut out or something like that, they're no longer gonna have the baby. But if they get if they become male, if they have a male part, they're no longer gonna have the baby. And if anyone is caught doing that, if anyone says, "Oh, I'm going to change my gender," sooner or later he's going to, destroy that city and destroy the world by just implication of them wanting to change their gender. It's harmful. Trust me, it's harmful. If you don't believe it now, okay. So a man no longer has, the C part, or a woman no longer has the part that pushes out the waste out of the crack. Not the other crack, but the waste that is food, If a woman doesn't have anything to get rid of the food, it's another day later she's going to have to get it back. Oh, I'm food wasteless, Oh my goodness. I have no words to describe that, except it's just horrible. I've seen pictures of weird stuff, and they say, oh, I have no gender, so I'm like a doll. I'm literally a doll. How do you get rid of waste? I mean, oh my goodness. This is suicidal. This is suicidal in, every way possible. People are literally, suicidal against their own generations. And we're going to go extinct if God doesn't intervene. And teachers are supporting the idea of being gay, and the children's like, oh, screw that. I don't know what you're talking about. But others, the 20%, are saying, oh, I learned a new lesson. We learned how to be gay. And the teachers will find a new way to teach their children how to be gay. And at preschool they'll say, there's many, many genders. And the mothers that tell the children, oh, there's only like 2 genders, and the teacher's telling them it's many, many genders. The children being so confused that they don't know what school is anymore, and they become uneducated, and they don't know what the pronouns are, and they don't know how to do math. Seriously. Schools are horrible. And not only that, some churches are horrible too. Someday, the church will have to teach people how to be gay. And I'm not going to have any part of it. I'm going to go against being gay. So is Tim Henderson. So is Joseph Bedell. So is Simon Identification. And everyone else like that. We will rise up against the government. And pray for the government too. But we will rise up against the government that says we will have preachers basically teaching everyone how to be gay. It's going to come to that point, guys. And God's going to basically take down the whole entire America for doing that. Because once America says, okay, we will literally teach children how to be gay, All of them, even in churches, even in parental houses, and even in their homes, and even in their schools, and even on a restaurant and all that. And everyone should be having gay confetti, gay rainbows, gay everything. And not only just have Pride Month, but every month after June being that as a Pride year, and then everything is about Pride. Now this is where it gets serious. And again, if they basically do that, then we're already gone by then, you know? And let me tell you about America. The very month that the churches say, okay, we're all going to be gay and forever be gay. The month the government says all churches should teach about gay agendas in all churches, like I said, that's the very month that God will destroy Babylon. Babylon the prostitute, the Babylon the Great, and all that. Because remember in, remember in Revelation chapter 17 and 18, the great church that causes all Babylon to be destroyed. I don't think that's the Catholic Church, unfortunately, not anymore. Now that I see what's going on, I think that the Roman Catholic Church may be part of it, but all the abominations of the church, drunk with their fornication, sounds like all the church is going to be, destroyed because of that being part of Babylon. In the very hour that America is destroyed, I think that's the moment that Babylon the Mysterious will be destroyed, because, well, let's face it, gay churches are Babylon the Mysterious. Mystery Babylon is the gay churches. And the gay churches truly are horrible. But if it's implemented by the government and that all churches become gay, that's when God destroys America. Because America has signed a bill in the future that all churches be gay or be arrested. And soon the churches will be all gay. In the same month that happens, there'll be one day, the one night, where America is completely destroyed. By whatever means, by God's judgment on fire on America. You gotta remember, I believe I had a dream where America was completely destroyed. I don't know if it was vision or what, but America was completely destroyed. Hawaii was destroyed by the mountain. Alaska got destroyed by God's means again. So it'll be Hawaii by the mountain. Then the asteroid will split off and hit Alaska. The asteroid will hit America completely. And all the surrounding nations that are around it will feel the brunt of it. This is why God is so angry at America, because that's what America is, Sodom and Gomorrah. America is Sodom and Gomorrah. America is Babylon. And the worse it gets, the more angry he gets, and the more he loses his cool. And he's going to lose his cool so much that he's going to completely destroy America. He's going to have no other thought about it. He's going to tell everyone to flee and destroy it with so much anger and fury that there's nothing left of it. Nothing. Complete desolation. He's had enough of it with America. He's so angry that he wishes it will be a complete crater, to the point of seeing all of hell underneath the earth. That all hell would be released there because of how angry he is at America. He just can't take America, guys. He really just can't. And before you know it, the church is going to be raptured anyway, so why bother with God? Because he loves you. But the sin of the churches in America, I have found out And some other people will find out that, uh, you know, Mystery Babylon really isn't specifically saying the Catholic Church, like I said, but American churches that have become completely gay. And the rest of it, the rest of the other chapter, and the chapter after that, is specifically saying the destruction of Babylon. Who knows? Maybe I was right. Maybe America is Sodom and Gomorrah and Egypt and Babylon altogether. But on the other hand, who can you trust? Jesus. If you have a feeling in your heart that that was right, that Mystery Babylon really is American churches in the end, alright, then basically share it. Share it with Tim Henderson, and share it with other people. And if you want to remember this video, just subscribe to me on this video and like this video, because I don't usually do this, because I rarely say like this video, subscribe to me, because this is a reference to what's going to happen in the future. I'm not usually your watchman. I'm usually your preacher. I have many gifts. But that's not me boasting. That's me thanking God for the gifts. On the other hand, it takes a lot of responsibility. More responsibility than you already know, for most of you. So if you think about it, the future is set. God has seen the video and he said, okay, tell people about the gay church. I didn't know it was going to be the gay church, but who knows? Who knew? You know? There's a part of Revelation that just says chapter 8, 17 and 18. That's a distinct part. Mystery Babylon. Babylon the Great. America the Great. And America was a mystery. It was a mystery until maybe a few months ago, maybe a couple of years ago. Maybe even until 2015. But the churches didn't become gay and all that until, gosh, 2016, 2017. But it didn't really come to light until maybe a couple of years ago, maybe now. The way things are going, school boards are going full-fledged to becoming gay. And then the churches are accepting the fact that they should be gay. Someday there will be riots, someday there will be protests, but I'm not really sure of that, but I believe that someday there will be complete riot, because everyone else is gay, everyone else is doing a pride parade, but the churches aren't, and that's when American churches are Babylon. Alright, I'll be done now, okay?